This will be the largest group of assembled fans in the Western Hemisphere. That's why they need a big house. Welcome to Ann Arbor, home of the Michigan Wolverines. A late-season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off a bye week, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Makes the quick grab. Still on his feet at the 45. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to...
Who wins this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
They're going to run it. He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion, whoop-de-doo. You set up fourth and long, you're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
And no sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
first down for this offense. The give to the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent, making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
They've really performed at an elite level in conference play, and that'll build your confidence as we continue through this SEC season.
This was a team that was really motivated in the offseason coming into this one, and they knew the challenge ahead of them, but they also know how talented they are. And, David, they're putting that on display each and every week here in SEC play.
And let's pump the brakes, because if they're happy with what they've done so far, they're going to have some losses. Like, this is a tough league. The SEC is not easy to navigate. They're going to have to continue to grow and get better, but it's a heck of a start.
Looking to move it through the air. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's got his man. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the 1st down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They go to the ground. And the Wolverines pick up the 1st down. Inside the big house, they have those big condominiums down there on the field, paving the way for the running backs.
Big, huge condominiums, and every year it's a little bit different of how they wear their uniforms and how they fit their uniforms, but the style, always the same. Line up, hit you right in the mouth. That's who Michigan is.
They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Lets it fly deep downfield. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his 25. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals. Yeah,
because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at home.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 7, Georgia Tech, 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They'll leave it with him. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Unloads to the right. And he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can flip the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing a turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. To the ground with the back. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on the second down.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the deep.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. A first down for the offense. The give to the tailback. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well. Seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it. Almost had another interception.
He's going to take off. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the first down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
Handoff from the gun. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Handoff to the lone back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. And they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. I mean, you've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop. Create some momentum for your offense.
It's complete to the right. At midfield, he's got room. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, it didn't take long for this guy to leave his impact in the game, guys. With that catch, this guy's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're not even done the first half.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They'll run it from the gun. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. You get to stick around here recently. A lot of success, too.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Takes it from the gun on third down. He makes the connection. Touchdown, Wolverines! A great catch and run for 6. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is really dangerous because of the weapons they have on the perimeter of the field. And you're seeing they go to these guys early, and they try to give them opportunities in one-on-one situations and vertically down the field. 2 passing touchdowns now early for this offense.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here. He's off to the races. He's at the 40, the 20, and he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Georgia Tech!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now, listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets a block, and he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football in.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Looking to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. Second down coming up. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. The snap sets up to throw. They're working that left side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Man, how about the first half this guy's having? He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up a huge first down right here. On defense, you're going to have to find a way to control this guy. You're going to have to make some big-time adjustments at halftime.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. Trying to find his man on first down. Coming after it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
He's looking to throw it. Oh, he wants it all. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. They'll throw it on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. puts 3 on the board. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Yellow Jackets will kick it off to start the second half. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They'll open the second half with a run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Fires to the tight end. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Gerbach, and the guy, can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. And he's brought down after a nice game.
In halftime in this locker room, there was a lot of positive things to talk about. You got the lead. But you know what else will be positive, Palmer? Get the running game going early in the second half.
You're absolutely right here. And I think this coaching staff is going to try to put this game on the offensive line a little bit. Let these guys take this thing over, be physical, and push this defense around.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Finds his tight end. They make the stop, but the sweet pull and catch is plenty to give him a first down.
And when this quarterback is in a rhythm, this offense is really hard to stop. You've seen that on this drive. He's 3 for 3, but they're also running the ball well. Everything they're dialing up right now is working.
He caught it, and he will score. Touchdown, Michigan. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more critical. This drive is crucial because you've got to cut into this deficit and put some points on the board.
Going up top on first down. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Got a lot of running room. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
And you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Quickly complete. Turns it on at midfield. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Leaves it with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Then you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
And they got him for the sack. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic.
And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
What a great play, winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He's got the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the toss. He gets it in for the 2, and now a field goal would tie it. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here to steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
The give on the inside. And the Wolverines have a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Let's go. To the ground. He's got it again. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. He's back to throw on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And they'll move the chains with the first down. That might be it for the third quarter.
Georgia Tech, 25.
The Wolverines are marching down the field. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Looking to pass on 2nd down. He's got his man. Nice move, creates some space. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Syracuse is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Ernie Davis among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by 10 to Louisville. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And the pass is intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Gets it out fast. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
You know, this linebacker is a special player because not only is he good making tackles in the open field, this guy can cover, and you saw a great example of it with that running back.
Fast motion from the offense. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here. Just don't take a negative play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Finds his man. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the 4th quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
On 4th down, they'll run it, looking for the first. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
I think that might be the very definition of just trying to rub salt in the wound, right? You got the lead, multiple possessions, you're looking really, really good, late in the ball game, and you go for it again. So you're just trying to, listen, it's their job to stop you. I like the offense doing what they do. Forget you, defense. Get a stop. That's your job, and you did it.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
Well, the defense is feeling it now, right? 2 picks in 2 straight drives. Their guys have been all over the field making plays when the ball's in the air. D coordinator's got to love that.
Looking to throw. Touchdown, Michigan! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. They tack on another score, and how about the way this team has responded to a loss and now about to move to 9-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or you trust him right away.
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Now the play fake. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Takes it the other way. And he was trying to chart a course on that pick for a pick 6, but he'll be stopped at the 31.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's pass, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this defense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. Bulldozes his way through. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
Touchdown, Wolverines! And the beatdown has ensued. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Coaches say, we can't play you if you don't do what you're coached to do. We also can't play you if you only do what you're coached to do. That was just a great instinctive play.
That's a lot of dudes, so I don't know what to do. What do you want me to do? All I know is that guy's fast, and he continues to break tackles and make plays and scramble outside the pocket. He can do it all, so I don't know what to do.
And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Pulls it in. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes, when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it and make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
He's got his man. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. They want to just keep throwing it. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.